Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we are going to be playing the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers in an important game to end the regular season. If we win, we'll make the Conference USA Championship game and take on Jacksonville State in it. If we lose, and FIU defeats Kennesaw State in their last game of the regular season, then the Panthers will be heading to the Conference Championship game instead of us. So we have to go out there and take care of business. The Hilltoppers are 7-4 on the year, 5-1 at home, and they will be the home team in this game. 3 of their 4 losses this season are by 3 points or less. They've only been blown out one time, and that was on the road against Kennesaw State, who isn't a bad team. So the Hilltoppers, they have been competitive in pretty much every game this year, and they're coming off their best game of the season, at least on offense, where they put up 49 points on Liberty with their quarterback Tucker Parks throwing 6 touchdowns in that game, and he's up to 27 passing touchdowns on the year, also has 3 rushing touchdowns this season, so a 30 touchdown year for Tucker Parks already. He only has 4 interceptions thrown. He does a great job of limiting mistakes, but also still putting up some points and putting the ball down the field, it looks like, with what their receivers are capable of. They have a lot of fast wide receivers. Our defense, it has given up some long touchdowns through the air this year, and our coverage at times has had some breakdowns in the secondary. So we need our secondary to lock up in this game and allow our defensive line to beast up front. The Hilltoppers defense, it's giving up 22.2 points per game and just 203 passing yards per game, the fewest in the entire conference. So we definitely do not want to try and throw the ball a lot against the Hilltoppers defense. They're great at stopping it. The rush defense is middle of the pack in the conference, giving up 104 yards per game on the ground. And our offense, it is definitely a run-first offense. We average 162 rushing yards per game. Our quarterback is a true freshman who has had his ups and downs, especially downs as of late. He has a less than 50% completion percentage in 3 of our last 4 games. We don't want to add any extra pressure to him, so it'd be better if we could lean on Darrell Leff, Avery Sizer, and our offensive line and see if they can run us to a win here and hopefully to a conference championship game appearance. We'll see if we can get the win here against the Hilltoppers on the road and end the regular season on a high note. It is senior night for Western Kentucky, who will begin the game with possession. Tucker Parks is going to fire over the middle and hit Jalen Hampton. The senior-to-senior connection on the first play of the game goes for 22 yards. Already up near midfield, Parks, after a play-action fake, is going to launch it deep left side and hit a man in stride. It is Kiki DeBeer scoring a 52-yard touchdown, and the Hilltoppers are going to be on top early in this one. It only took them 3 plays, but they strike first. Down by a touchdown, the Horned Owls are going to answer right away. It's a check down to Dylan Washington, who gets a block from Joey Hammer, and that is a gain of 21 to get the Horned Owls offense's day underway. A give to Sizer left side. He has some great blocking. He's across midfield. He'll truck a defender and be wrapped up and brought down at the 35. The Horned Owls are one of the best rush offenses in the country, averaging 162 yards per game on the ground. Him on third down, checks it down to Darrell Leff, and he's going to spin inside. I guess he thought Joey Hammer wasn't going to be able to throw that block. It'll be 4th and 2. The Horned Owls are going to leave their offense on the field. It is going to be Sizer right side. He's got the first down and more. He is going to score a 27-yard touchdown on 4th and 2. It is his 48th total career touchdown, and the Horned Owls will tie this game right back up. It is all tied at 7. The number 1 scoring offense in the CUSA back with the ball again. They are hoping for a repeat of what they did on their first drive. It only took them 3 plays to score a touchdown. Loss of 2 for Quincy Rivers as Cortland Rahman gets the TFL. On third down, a man wide open down the field. Parks had way too much time back there. Can't expect your secondary to hold up for that long against a really good wide receiver like Jalen Hampton, who now has 72 catches on the year. A check down on 2nd and 10 is brought in by Ben Scioli, who picks up 9 yards and no first down. 3rd and inches at the 35. Rivers to his left is met at the marker and brought down short of the first by Ethan Dugan, who makes a great play. It'll be 4th and inches, and the Hilltoppers are sending out the punting unit on 4th and inches from the Horned Owls 34. Pretty insane to punt the ball away in that spot, but they do, and it is a great punt out of Louis Tryon, who is going to pin the Horned Owls at their own 4. Sizer is going to run inside and pick up 8 yards to get Midwestern away from their own end zone a little bit. Man in motion on second down. Sizer with a huge hole to run through, and he takes it up to the 23. The offensive line absolutely dominating on that play. Durrell left, giving Sizer a bit of a breather. He'll take this carry and nose his way up to the 36 for a first down. Under a minute to go in the first. Ham dropping back against the blitz. He'll get a throw off just in time, hitting Schuler, who is across midfield, and eventually is going to be dragged down to the ground inside the 30 at the 29 of Western Kentucky, who does have the #1 pass defense in the conference this season. So you can't really expect a lot out of our pass offense, but if he can hit a few plays like that, it'll really open things up for Sizer, who is closing in on 100 yards already in just the first half alone on the ground. Here is a throw left side to Marco Mines, the true freshman tight end who makes his first catch of his college career. 3rd and 4 at the 8. And from a clean pocket is going to hit George Barr, and he will find his way into the end zone. He was unable to do that on senior night for us, but he does here on Western Kentucky's senior night, and he has put us up 14-7 in the second. Down by a touchdown in the second quarter. Tucker Parks is going to move to his right, and he is going to move into the arms of Thomas Mintz, and that is going to be a sack for Mintz, even though there's no loss on the play. 3rd down, only a 4-man rush. Parks is going to move to his right, throw on the move, and it's going to be knocked out of the hands of George Rudder by Ben Edmonds. It'll be a quick possession from them. The Horned Owls are going to have great starting field position, it looks like, as Von Clifton is going to take it across the 50 and go down at the Hilltoppers 46. A short punt from Louis Tryon. 3rd down already. Ham is going to throw to his left, and Joey Hammer will make the catch, take it inside the 30, and eventually he goes out of bounds at the 23, so the tight ends from Midwestern making some big plays. The give to Sizer right side, and he is going to fight through a defender to get a first down, as he already has over 100 rushing yards in the first half on just 9 carries. At the 11, a toss to left. He has some lead blockers out in front of him, and he is going to score. He's able to put it into the end zone to put the Horned Owls up 21-7 here in the first half. The Horned Owls are dominating on offense, especially on the ground, just having their way. A deep shot left side on 3rd down for the Hilltoppers, and they are going to answer right back. Alex Blades is going to be sheathed on the play by Ben Scioli, who takes it in for an 81-yard touchdown. And this is a one-score game again. 21-14 in the second. The Hilltoppers back on offense, and that is a TFL for Thomas Mintz, his 3rd TFL in the first half. Under 3 minutes to go in the second. Parks is going to try the screen, and that is not going to work. Edward Reed in on the play. And that is another quick possession from the Hilltoppers. It seems to be what they are good at. Quick possessions, whether it's scoring or not scoring. A short punt again from Tryon, and Von Clifton is going to fair catch it up near midfield. Getting late in the first half, Ham looking deep, and he's going to take a sack. Jabari Colin, the sophomore defensive tackle, brings him down for a loss of 6. Just 2 minutes to go in the first half. The Horned Owls at their own 40, looking for a big play, and Darrell left is going to deliver, making the catch and going out of bounds at the Hilltoppers 42. You probably don't want to put a linebacker on him in coverage. He's going to win that battle more often than not. Here is a throw underneath to Nick Shields, and he'll pick up 10 yards, but no first down. 3rd inches at the 32. It is Sizer right side, and he has a lot of space to run. He'll make his way up to the 21 as he's up to 120 yards on the ground. Just outside the red zone, here is Sizer left side. He's up near the 10 and fighting his way, but they'll roll him down there at the 10. He just continues to add on to his big day. Movement up front on 2nd and goal, and they'll call it on the Hilltoppers. They'll move us a bit closer to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 4. It's a direct snap to Sizer, and he is going to get into the end zone. He has his 2nd touchdown of the first half and 49th of his career. He'll hit the Heisman pose as he is having a huge day here today. He'll make it 28-14 at halftime. Now in the second half, Midwestern hoping to add on to their 2-score lead. Clifton is going to pick up a couple of hard-earned yards, but it's going to be called back due to holding on our starting center, Quinston Smith. It'll be 1st and 20 at the 17. And the Horned Owls will run it again. Darrell Left is able to get to the edge. He is up past the 40, and will be guided out of bounds at midfield. Another huge run for Midwestern, who just keeps on gashing Western Kentucky with every single run. They just have no answer right now. Sizer is going to be pulled down with only a gain of 5. I know that's kind of a small run compared to what we've been seeing out of Midwestern today. 3rd down. Sizer right side is met near the first down marker and brought down short of the first. It'll be 4th and inches at the 41 of Western Kentucky, and the Horned Owls are going to have to go for it. It's a power run look, and they do run it with Sizer, who has the first down and is down up at the 34. Up to 147 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns. Having a great game. But so is Darrell Leff. He is able to pick up 11 yards on the toss. He has 70 rushing yards himself and also 18 receiving yards. Back to Sizer. And he is going to gash the Hilltoppers again. He's inside the 10 and the ball comes out. They will not roll forward progress. It's going to be picked up by Matt Schreck, the junior safety, who is still going on the return. And he's knocked out of bounds up at the 34. And they are going to leave this as a fumble. Now is not the time to be celebrating your 1,000-yard rushing season. You just fumbled the ball and have given the Hilltoppers a chance to make it a 1-score game. Quincy Rivers is going to be pushed down with a gain of 9 on the run. It's been a tough game for him running the ball. 8 runs, 9 yards. On 2nd down, they go with a quick hitter to Jalen Hampton. And the Hilltoppers are at midfield. Tucker Parks has had a very efficient day. He's 9 of 12 for over 200 yards. He'll throw quick left side again. Back to Hampton. And he's up to the 37. His 5th catch of the day. Got 72 yards. And a great receiver all year. Doesn't really matter who you put on him. He seems to do well. Gordon Sheed will get a TFL on him, though, on this play. It's a loss of 3. Back at the 39. The Horned Owls are going to swarm Quincy Rivers. The only problem is he doesn't have the ball. Tucker Parks on the keeper has the first down and is down up at the 22, so the Hilltoppers are just outside the red zone with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. Parks is going to spin to his left and be dropped by Glenn Bredesen, the true freshman edge rusher, who picks up his first sack of his college career. After the loss of 7, going to be a quick pass left side, and Rivers is going to lose 2 yards on this play. Nice tackle by Deontay Bland in space. So it's 3rd and 19. They need a huge play, and they will dial up a screen to Rivers. He does have some lead blockers, but not enough of them. Ben Edmonds will make the tackle at the 23. It'll be 4th and 11, too far to go for it. And the Hilltoppers bring out their kicker, DeJuan Couch, who is going to boot up and through from 40 yards out. Still going to be a 2-score game, but the Hilltoppers do inch a bit closer. 28-17 in the 3rd. The Horned Owls are going to run the ball with Sizer immediately after his fumble. And why not? It's not like he fumbles the ball on every play. It took him 194 carries this year before he fumbled for the first time. A throw down the field is brought in by Paul Schuler. Throw was a bit behind him, but he made a great spinning catch, and the Horned Owls are up near midfield. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The Horned Owls up by 2 scores across midfield. Hoping to add on to their lead. Paul Schuler on 3rd down is going to make his 3rd catch of the day, and he will get the first down. From the 38 to the Hilltoppers. Sizer left side is going to pick up a first down as usual. But it's going to be called back due to holding on the sophomore right tackle Titus Hardman, the Plainfield, Illinois native. Back near midfield. Ham is going to fire quickly, and it's going to be brought in by Titus Dingle, who hangs on despite contact, and he picks up a huge gain to make it 3rd and 3. Darrell Left doesn't get the blocking he needs, but he'll make things happen anyway, as he does get the first down. At the 26 now. Going to be a bubble screen to Dingle, and he gets a block from Devin Gentry, and Dingle is in. He has his first career touchdown in college football, and that'll give us a bit of breathing room, putting us up 3 scores in the fourth quarter. That'll be 35-17. So the Hilltoppers, you have a really good offense, and they're going to have to score quickly. Pass right side is brought in. That is not going to be enough for a first down. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Hilltoppers don't have much of a choice. They're going to go for it at their own 24. Rivers is met in the backfield, but he ducks on down and dives ahead to get the first down. A great play by him, a heads-up play to keep this drive going. Going to be a swing pass his way on first down, and he's brought down in the open field by George Noddy. It'll be a gain of 7 for Rivers. 3rd and 3 at the 32. Parks is going to fire, and his pass is going to be knocked down. Davion Career, the 6'5", 333-pound true freshman defensive tackle, is going to force 4th down. On 4th and 3, Parks is going to be hit as he went to go. It'll be incomplete. Jimmy French won't get a sack for that, but he put on a nasty spin and is going to help us get the stop and have a chance to run this one out. The Horned Owls will leave their starters in the game, letting Sizer add on to his big day. He'll pick up 7 yards and go down at the 25. 3rd and 2. Terrell Lefty is going to take the handoff and juke to his left, avoiding 4 defenders. And he'll juke out another defender inside the 10. He brought down at the 5 as he himself has over 100 yards on the ground, giving us 2 100-yard rushers in the same game. With a goal to go, Sizer inside, runs the defender over, and plunges his way in for his 3rd touchdown of the game, giving him a hat trick. And he now has 50 total career touchdowns. What a special player. What a great career. And he has likely just sent us to the CUSA championship game. I highly doubt Jacksonville State is going to be able to come back. I mean, they're down 25 here late in the fourth quarter. So the Horned Owls are going to be playing in the conference championship game against Jacksonville State. They played earlier this year, and it was a great game, so it's likely going to be another great game. And remember, it is going to be the Horned Owls' final CUSA game in program history because they're going to be joining the Big 12 next year, so they probably want to go out conference champions. And also, if they win that game, they will likely be playing in the college football playoffs. It's going to be a big game next week for them, or I guess in 2 weeks, because you do have the extra week there for the Army-Navy game. Backups in the game for the Horned Owls, and some experience waiting the game. Willie Scales in at quarterback, and he's going to connect with Jalen Hyde, a true freshman wide receiver, and he's going to pick up 13 yards on his first career reception. I'm getting low here in the fourth. Von Clifton gets some extra carries, and he is going to go out of bounds. That will stop the clock. Let's pick up 9 yards on the play at least. Terrell F in at running back, and it's going to be a toss to him. He's got Marco Mines leading the way, and Leff is inside the 10, and he is going to score again. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and the Horned Owls are going to run the score up late in this ball game. Let's just jump to the end of the game. We end up winning 49-17, and we'll finish off the regular season on a pretty high note, I would say. We dominated in the second and the fourth quarters, putting up 21 points in each of those quarters. Avery Sizer had a huge day, 3 touchdowns for him, over 180 yards on the ground. He runs us to a win and runs us to the CUSA championship game. The defense, it did allow 2 long passing touchdowns in the first half, but they locked up in the second half, and we were able to force everything to be thrown underneath, and we rallied to the ball and made some nice tackles. Not really a special day out of the defense, but they did what they had to do. The offense, it didn't really do much through the air, but we were able to dominate on the ground. We had 317 rushing yards. We averaged 8.8 yards per run, picked up 27 first downs, went 9 for 12 on 3rd and 4th downs, scored 49 points in this game. The offense, it absolutely dominated in this one. I mean, we had 2 running backs go for over 120 yards and have 2 touchdowns in the same game. And Avery Sizer and Darrell Leff. Sizer is up to 50 total career touchdowns, 47 rushing, 3 receiving. He has himself another 1,000-yard season with double-digit touchdowns, and he has helped us get back to the CUSA championship game again. Now, sure, he is a great player, but I just have to point out how good Darrell Leff has been. He is averaging 6.8 yards per carry. I mean, that is crazy. Nearly 7 yards a run. He has now 3 straight years of over 700 yards rushing as RB2. So yes, Sizer has been amazing, and he does a lot of the dirty work inside. But Darrell F has been a special player as well, and this RB duo has been so great. Probably the best RB duo we have had on the channel. The offensive line deserves a massive shout out. They were moving people with ease, and their domination did allow our RBs to dominate, especially Quinston Smith, who had 20 pancakes in this past game. I don't know if I've ever seen that many pancakes by one player in a single game. He's a second-year starter, just a redshirt sophomore, and he has plenty of time to get better. He's already a great center clearly. How much better can he actually get? On the defensive side of the ball, Gordon Sheed has quietly taken over as our CB2. Now, when we do go to 3 cornerbacks or more on the field, Sheed does slide inside, but when it's just 2 cornerbacks out there, we have Ben Edmonds as our number 1 cornerback, and then Gordon Sheed as our number 2. He has been very solid for us this year, and he still has a lot of improving that he can do. And I hope that he's able to eventually take over as our CB1 once Ben Edmonds graduates, which is going to be after this year. Alex Blades, another young cornerback on our team. I know he got burned for a long touchdown in this game, and he is a very raw player, but I do think we have seen more good than bad out of him. He has already played in 3 of the 4 games that he can while maintaining his red shirt, and I do plan on maintaining his red shirt, but you could still expect to see him in 1 more game this year. And hopefully when he goes out there, he again shows more good than bad. Another young player on the defensive side of the ball that I think has been doing pretty well out there is Glenn Bredesen. He was finally able to get his first sack of his career. He's a player that we are really going to be counting on in the future. Eric Lamb is going to be graduating after this year. We have Kevin Campanaro and Jimmy French that are both juniors now and don't have much time left here on campus. So Glenn Bredesen is a player that we're going to be really counting on off the edge in the not so distant future. Our recruiting class is pretty much finished. We have just 13 seniors that are going to be graduating after this year, and we're already at 16 commits. I don't want to over-recruit by that much, and we already have over-recruited a little bit, so unless we get hit hard by the transfer portal or have a bunch of players declare early for the draft, our class is basically finished. If you're wondering about the FIU Kennesaw State game, FIU, they did lose, but it didn't end up mattering because we won, and we have another 10-win season under our belts, and we will again be playing in the conference championship game. This time we're going to take on Jacksonville State, who won their game over USF, so they are ranked number 15 in the nation. And I'm wondering if this is a win and you are in to the college football playoffs type of game. I know if we win, we will definitely be in because we're already inside the playoff bracket, but Jacksonville State, they are on the outside looking in. The only loss that they suffered this year was to us, and it was a great game back in week 11. They had a really great turnover differential coming into the game. We ended up winning the turnover battle 3-0, including a pick late in the 4th quarter that led to a game-winning field goal for Jason Hops that he made, and we walked off winners 24-21. The Jacksonville State, they have just 1 loss this year, and it's to us. If they can avenge that loss, will their resume be good enough to make the college football playoffs? That's a question for them. But for us, we just have to go out there, win our game, and we will be making the college football playoffs again. It's going to be a tough game, probably a pretty good game considering what happened in the first game and what it took for us to win that one. Hopefully we can beat them again and make the college football playoffs. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.